And sit up in your chair, sit up nice and tall. You can lean back into it if you'd like to start. If you want to sit up a little bit more upright, you need to. You can always put something behind your back to keep yourself there. But just let your feet be grounded. If your feet can't ground, place them up on something. It's better than your heels hovering, so make sure that your whole foot can ground down into something down below you. And then rest your hands on your thighs. Take a big inhale. And then as you sigh out the mouth, let your eyes close. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Start to connect with your surroundings, acknowledging everything that's around you, things that feel comforting, things that might be a distraction. Just allow yourself to give some loving kindness to those distractions. Hopefully they're less of a distraction. And take a deep inhale here. And sigh it out. Start to check in physically. Scan over the body here, checking in, acknowledge what feels a little fatigued, what feels like it might have a little injury, any tightness. Just be mindful of those areas you start to move today. Remembering that yoga should feel good. It's not about what you can't do, it's what about your body can do. And honoring those limits, honoring those parts of your body that might need a little extra care today. Remember, yoga is a practice. There's no finish line. Taking an inhale here. And let it go. Start to check in mentally. Acknowledging any thoughts, any emotions that are arising in your head, floating around. Try to give each one of them some loving kindness as you send them away. And start to settle your mind into the present moment. When your mind gets distracted, again, give that thought a little loving kindness. Just bring it back to the movements and the breath of your body that you're experiencing on your mat today. Taking an inhale here. And let it go. And start to settle in on an intention here. Maybe dedicating the energies and efforts of this practice to someone in need. And that can be your intention as well. Allow that intention to take form in your mind's eye. Starting to create a connection with that intention. And we'll set our energies on that intention as we open our practice together with one Om. Bring your hands to your heart center or cup your heart. Exhale fully here. Inhaling to Om. Allowing the hands come out down to the thighs. And start to grow your breath here. Allow that vibration to settle in as you start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Notice if you can expand the ribs in all directions, front to side and back. Letting everything grow big on your inhales. Let everything draw into the center line on your exhales. If your mind gets distracted during this time, give those thoughts some loving kindness And then start to focus more on your breath. Three more full breaths here. And on your next exhale, bring your chin to your chest, let your eyes blink open. As you inhale, roll your head toward your right shoulder. And as you exhale, all the way to the left. Inhale to the right. And all the way to the left. One more time, inhale to the right. And exhale to the left. Inhale to center. As you exhale, lift the head to center. Keeping your hands on your knees, maybe even taking those knees a little bit wider. Pull into the knees as you inhale, bring the heart forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin, think cow pose. Exhale, round into the spine, chin to chest, think cat pose. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And if you find that maybe your back of your chair is getting into the way, you can always roll forward onto your chair to give yourself a little bit more rounding into the low back. Continue on for a few more breaths, opening into the shoulders, and then rounding through the upper back. About 2 more rounds here. After your next exhale, lift up as you inhale to neutral, bring those arms wide like cactus. Good, spread through the fingers as you inhale, open the chest again, think of that cow pose. As you exhale, round, think cat pose, bring elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Can those elbows get closer to your belly? Inhale, open. Last time, exhale, round. Inhale, open. As you exhale, draw those elbows toward one another, palms toward one another, press them together. Lift the elbows, feel the engagement of the arms. Breathing. Pressing into just the fingertips, draw the palms apart. Keep pressing elbows together. Just engaging in through some energy in the arms. And then take your right ear toward your right shoulder. And on your exhale, take it to the left shoulder. Bring it back to neutral. Press the palms and then rotate the palms toward you so your pinky edges are together, your forearms are together. Lift the elbows a little bit more. And then draw those hands apart, elbows stay toward one another. Now, if your elbows don't touch, totally fine. The intention is to go toward one another. Pinkies wide. You're gonna feel this in your shoulders for sure. Good, take another full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, pinkies together. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reaches those arms up. Exhale, circle the arms down by your side. Good, as you inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, lean to the right. Left arm's gonna reach over. Inhale, reaches the arms up. Exhale, lean to the left. Maybe even grab onto one of those legs of the chair. Inhale, reaches you up. Exhale, lean. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reaches you up. This time as you exhale, make your legs wider. Maybe sit even further up onto your chair, so onto your sit bones. And then find cactus arms. You can either find cactus arms or hands can come just behind your head, so whatever's gonna feel better for you. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, draw your right elbow toward your right hip, side bend. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up, so working those obliques. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Can you keep those knees wide? Inhale up, press into the heels. Exhale left. Good, inhale up. Exhale right, hold. Reach that right arm down, grab onto the chair, onto the back of the chair, the seat of the chair, or the leg, and take that left arm, reach it overhead. Roll the right shoulder under, spread through the fingers. Press down into the feet, lift the chest, take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaches both arms up. Exhale, find those cactus arms or hands behind the head. Take an inhale here, lift the heart. Exhale, left elbow toward left hip. Take the left hand down to the seat of the chair, the leg of the chair, the back of the chair, and then take the right arm up and over the top here. Side stretch. Press down into the legs. Roll the top shoulder back. Sit up nice and tall, maybe even look up. Another full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale reaches all the way up. And exhale, release those hands. Good, sliding those feet toward one another. If you have a block, if you don't have a block, maybe a pillow, placing that block or pillow between your knees so that you have something to squeeze onto to try to keep your hips square. So we're gonna do some twisting, but we wanna keep our hips neutral and just rotate through the spine. So inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, find those cactus arms, our favorite position. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Continue on with your breath. We have 2 more each side. If your arms ever get tired, you can give yourself a hug and do the same thing. So hands on your shoulders, elbows forward. We have 1 more each side. The next time that you get to your right side, we're going to hold. So rotate to the right, we're gonna hold there. So use the muscle strength first. We will use the chair soon, I promise. And then take that left hand to the outside of the right knee. And then your right hand has a couple options. It can grab onto the bottom of the chair, the back seat of the chair, or even the back of the chair where your back would go. And then use that as leverage to twist a little bit more, but then squeeze the knees toward one another. Feel that twist in the upper back to mid back. And you can add in the neck if you want as you're here. As you inhale, you can look forward. As you exhale, you can look back. Breathing nice and smooth. We have about 2 more breaths here. Good, another full inhale. Exhale, looking forward if you're not there already. As you inhale, lift those hands toward the ceiling, find cactus. Exhale, rotate all the way over to the left. Good, pause there for a moment. Good, use the muscle engagement to find the twist. And then right hand to the outside of the left knee. And then that left hand has options. It can find the chair, the base of the chair, the leg of the chair, or the back of the chair. Squeeze the knees together, lift the chest, and then rotate ever so slightly. Again, using your breath to maybe move the neck. As you move, see if you can see everything along your way. Nice, slow, deep inhales and exhales. About 2 more breaths here. On your next exhale, looking forward. As you inhale, lift those hands up to cactus. And exhale, rotate back to center. Inhale, reaches those arms up. And as you exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Grab on either to the side of the chair, maybe the legs of the chair, maybe the seat of the chair. Roll the shoulders back and then press into the hands to lift the chest. A little bit of a heart opener. Maybe lift the chin. Draw in through the low belly. Squeeze the knees. Nice full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, slowly chin down, release those hands. Exhale, release the block, make those legs nice and wide. So you might want to slide back into your chair. So your legs are going to be wide. They can be bent or as straight as you want them. And then start to walk the hands down to the floor. Now say you don't reach the floor, use the hands on your blocks. Press into the feet. Send the knees wide, so you're getting an inner thigh stretch. Send your sit bones back, neck grows long. And then start to walk those hands out a little bit. Start to walk them out almost like downward facing dog arms. So reach through those arms, send the sit bones back, let the chest start to drop down. Keep pressing into the heels, keep drawing the knees away from one another. So you're getting a nice stretch into the low back, the inner thighs, breathing into it. Two more full breaths here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, walks those hands back underneath the shoulders. Start to press into the hands or the blocks. Straighten the legs, lift your hips up off the chair. So a nice wide leg forward bend. Knees can be bent if you need to. Maybe you prop your hands up a little bit more onto the blocks. Maybe you reach to that chair that's just behind you. And then just start to lengthen forward. Just notice the sensations in the back of the leg. Maybe rock your hips a little bit from side to side. Check in with the hamstrings to the inner groin. About 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend those knees, sit back on the chair. And then draw those legs back toward neutral. So either sitting up onto the chair toward the front or sliding back, whatever you need. If you want to work a little bit more on core and posture, slide a little bit forward. Taking your right knee, draw it into your chest. Good, and then do some ankle circles to the right. Ankle circles to the left. And then draw that knee up as high as you can. See if you can get that right ankle over your left knee. Now, if you can't quite get it up that high, you can slide that left leg out until you can. Flex both feet. And then start to hinge forward any little bit. So a little bit of a hip stretch. Our figure 4 stretch, we're going to start with this and end with this. Breathing here. And just see what it feels like to keep the foot flexed for a couple breaths, and then see what it feels like to point the toe for a couple breaths. See if they notice any difference in the stretch. Come back to center. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, hug that knee into your chest any little bit, and release that foot down. Second side. Draw that left knee into your chest. Good. And then ankle circles to the right. Ankle circles to the left. Pop and crick. And then draw that knee up as high as you can. See if you can get that ankle over the knee. Again, you can slide that right knee out if you need to. This side might be a whole different story. I know mine is. Flex the foot and then start to hinge forward any little bit. Feeling that stretch into the hip, maybe into the low back. If you feel any pinching sensation in your knee, outer or inner knee, make sure that you lift the knee a little bit more so you're not pinching into the knee. And then again, take a couple breaths. Notice if there's any difference in the stretch with your foot pointed or flexed. You might have a preference of what you like. 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, start to lift the chest. Exhale, hugs that knee back into the chest. Take a big inhale there. And exhale, release that down. Good. As you inhale, shoulders up toward your ears. Exhale, roll them down. As you inhale, stand up out of your chair. And exhale, face the chair. So this is where you might want that chair to be maybe against something so it doesn't move. So it can be against the couch, it can be against your bed, but just so it doesn't slide on you. Having your blocks handy would be good. if you need them. We're just gonna do some sun salutations with the chair, getting a little bit of extra stretch with the chair here in our downward dog. So ground down into those feet. You might be about a step away from the chair. And exhale fully. Inhale, takes those arms up. As you exhale, fold hands to chair. Inhale, lengthen long spines, press into the chair, send the sit bones back. Exhale, refold. Good, press into those hands. Inhale, lifts the heart, lifts the arms. Exhale, hands back to the chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press into those hands. Inhale, reaches you all the way up. Last time, exhale, fold. Just finding breath and tempo here. Inhale, lengthen, press down to lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Press into legs and hands. Inhale, reaches you up. Exhale, hands to heart. This time adding in a little downward dog. Inhale, takes the arms up. Exhale, fold. Hands to chair. Inhale, lengthen, grip the side of the chair, and then exhale, step the feet back, and then let the chest come down. Imagine downward facing dog. So if it's too much to grip the chair around the side, you can press into the top of the chair, the heels of the hands press into the front of the chair, and then lengthen the hips back, let the chest drop down. Lift up through the kneecaps. If it's too much into the low back, bend your knees a little bit. Let your belly and thigh get closer. So find length in the sideways. Find lift through the low belly, and then find length in the hamstrings. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart, lift to your hands. Exhale, grip the side of the chair, shift your weight forward, find plank. So you might need to walk your feet back a little bit, come up onto the balls of your feet, and just holding plank. Breathing here. Maybe you hold plank and you hover your right foot, push through your heel. Breathing. Good, right foot comes down, maybe left leg lifts. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, left foot down. Good, take an inhale here. And then exhale, press the hips back, find your downward dog. Adjust the feet as you need so you can push through the heels, push through the hands. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, grip the side of the chair again, shift forward to plank. Little push up here. So take an inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows any little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, push back up. Good. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push back up. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push back up. Take an inhale there. Exhale, hips back, hands to chair, downward facing dog. Maybe even take your feet a little bit wider in this downward dog. Send the sit bones back. Draw the top of the head toward the chair as you press your hands into the chair. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, shifts the weight forward. Come bring those feet back toward a little bit neutral. And then from here, you're gonna drop the hips forward, roll the shoulders back. Come back to plank. Shoulders roll back, hips toward chair. Exhale, back to plank. One more time. Hips forward, shoulders roll back, maybe look up. And then exhale all the way to downward facing dog. And then decide where you want your feet, if you want them wide, if you want them narrow. Take a couple deep breaths here. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step the feet forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Press into those hands and feet. Inhale, reaches those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, adding on just a little bit. Inhale, brings the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, step the feet back, find downward facing dog. As you inhale, shift the weight forward, plank. Exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, shoulders back, hips forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, big inhale there. Exhale. Shorten your stance just a little bit. And then inhale, take your right leg, reach it back behind you. Exhale, draw knee to nose as you shift forward. Inhale, lengthen it back, reach back through the arms. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step that foot forward just in front of the chair. Keep your back heel up, and then inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent. Good, take an inhale here, go long through the spine. Exhale. Inhale, hands to chair. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolls you forward to the plank. Exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, shoulders back, hips forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale there. Exhale, shorten your stance just a little bit. Step in just a little, finding balance. Inhale, left leg reaches back behind you. Exhale, draw knee to nose as your shoulders come forward. Inhale, lengthen back out, long spine. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it there, take an inhale. Exhale, step that foot forward. Back heel stays up. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Crescent lunge. Good, full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, hands to chair. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, hips forward, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice full inhale there. And exhale. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, step the feet forward toward the chair. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, go ahead and sit on that chair again. I'm just gonna adjust it so you can see me. Good. Sitting on the chair, sit more toward the front of the chair. So your hips are more toward the front, your sit bones are on the front. We're gonna just do a little flow. We're gonna hold each of these for 5 breaths. Taking your right leg, turn it out to the right. Now you have options for your back leg. Your back leg can stay parallel, that's gonna feel good. We're really just working on this front hip. Or you can slide yourself so that big long femur bone is on the chair. And then this back leg can start to straighten out for a warrior 2. So pressing into the outer edge of that foot, that side might be more out to the front of you, which is totally fine, or it can be in line with your hips. Again, it can always be bent like this as well. Good, and then find warrior 2. Start with your hands on your hips, draw your low belly in, press into the front foot, draw that knee toward the right, and then maybe start to expand the arms forward and back. Palms can be up or down. Breathe here. Good, find the strength of the legs. Maybe you want to find more strength of the legs. Press into that front foot and just hover your booty off the chair ever so slightly. That's a little bit more engagement if that's what you'd like. Good, you have one more inhale here. Exhale. Take that front palm, turn it up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take that top arm, reach it up to the ceiling, and then lean back, send your right ribs forward. And then take your head, look down to your back leg. Breathing here, finding length and space in that right side. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings you back through warrior 2. As you exhale, that elbow can come to your thigh. Left arm's gonna reach up. Maybe that bottom hand reaches down to the ground or to the block. So you have options here. Press down into the feet, open the chest, and roll that top shoulder open. Good, if it feels okay for your shoulder today, that top arm can reach over the top ear, finding a nice stretch from armpit to hip, from hip to heel. So I know when I use the chair, I can really feel that nice stretch in my hip, because I don't have to worry about balance. I don't have to worry about my front leg getting tired. You can look up or down, your choice. Good, one more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. As you inhale, press yourself up, engage the core. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Slide your back leg in first if it's not already. Slide yourself onto the chair. Ground down through your feet. As you inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold over those bent legs. Inhale, hands to knees, lengthen the chest forward. Think cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, takes those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, left side, take that left leg out to the side. Adjust yourself so however it's gonna feel best for you. So again, your whole thigh can be on there, that right leg can be pointing forward or reaching out to the side. Make sure that you're not pitching in your low back, draw into the low belly, and then when you're ready, arms expand wide. Good, pressing into that front foot, engaging the outer left hip, and then looking over those front fingers. Palms can be up or down. 2 more breaths here. Maybe you want to hover your booty for the last breath. As you inhale, reverse that warrior top arm. That left arm is going to reach up overhead and back behind you. So you're opening those left ribs, sending those left ribs open to the front of the mat. And then look down to your back leg or your bottom shoulder. Good. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Warrior 2. And then exhale, either elbow to thigh, hand to the block or the floor. Press down into that right heel. Reach up through that right hand. And then if it feels okay for the shoulder today, reach that top arm overhead. Find space and length from armpit to hip. Draw that right hip slightly back, heart forward. Maybe even challenge your balance, look up. Nice full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches. Exhale, looking down. Engage the core. Inhale, press yourself up, warrior 2. Exhale, hands to hips. Slide that back leg in first. Slide yourself to the chair. Pausing there. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold over those legs. Hands to knees, inhale, shoulders back, think cobra pose. Exhale, round. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, take that right leg, turn it out to the side again. This time I want you to come all the way to the edge of the chair so that your left booty is off the chair. And then your left leg is going to reach back. So your left leg can be hovering and you're on the ball of your foot, or you can start to straighten that leg back for a high lunge. We've kind of warmed that up. You might even need to slide your front leg back to feel a little bit, to have the chair get out of the way of your pubic bone or your inner thighs. And then breathe here. Drop into the low belly. Notice where you feel the stretch. We're going to feel the stretch in the quadricep, out at the top of the hip. So you might need to keep your knee bent or straighter. Make sure you're not pitching in your low back. So low belly in, tailbone toward chair. And then if you feel okay, take those arms up to the ceiling. Find length between armpits and hips. See if you can let that left hip drop a little bit more. Find more length in that left side waist. Good, so crescent lunge, taking an inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, take your arms back behind your back, interlink your fingers, and then press your knuckles into your low back. Roll the shoulders back, elbows together, lift the chin, shoulders keep rolling back. Hands can stay pressing into the low back. If you can't quite press into the low back, grab opposite elbows or opposite wrists. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you have a little bit more mobility here. Taking those hands, reach them back toward your back heel. So opening up the chest. Be sure to pull that low belly in, pull the low ribs in as you open up and maybe look up. Big inhale here. Exhale. Release the grip as you inhale, take those arms all the way back up. And then exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, rotate to the right. See how this feels. See how that rotation feels. Maybe your right hand grabs onto the chair, left hand comes onto that left knee. Find a little rotation. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your chest forward. Maybe that left elbow presses on top of the right knee. That left hand then grabs onto the chair. Continue to rotate. As you rotate, press into that left foot. Push the left heel back. If you want to still continue to go a little bit deeper, left hand might reach all the way to the floor. Breathe. Maybe find your balance. That right arm reaches to the ceiling. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down to that right foot. Exhale, both hands down to the right foot for a low lunge. You're gonna take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend into the back knee. Walk your hands nice and low over toward the middle of your chair or the front of your chair. Knees are a little bit wide. Exhale, fold between those legs. Inhale, hands to floor, roll the shoulder blades back, look forward. Exhale, fold. Press into those legs, reach the arms forward and up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, switching sides toward the left, take that left leg out. Set yourself up, bend your back knee to begin, so you can set yourself up so that you're comfortable, you're not gonna fall off. Your inner thigh and your pubic bone aren't bumping into the chair. Good, and then once you're there, start to power up that back leg. Low belly pulls in, tailbone drops. And then when you have your balance, start to reach those arms. You're gonna draw in through the belly. Let that right hip drop just any little bit to find a little bit more length in the sideways. Nice full breaths here in your crescent lunge. Good, one more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, bring those hands down behind your back. Interlink the fingers or interlink opposite elbows and wrists. Press the elbows or press the knuckles into your low back first. Elbows roll back, chest lifts, low belly draws in. And then if you're okay, start to reach those arms toward your back heel. Shoulders keep rolling back, low belly keeps drawing in. Maybe even take the chin up. Good. One more full inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, release the grip, reach the arms up. As you exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rotate yourself over toward that chair. Check in with how that feels. Grabbing onto the back of the chair and continue to rotate. If it feels okay, right elbow to that left knee, continue to rotate. Or maybe that right hand comes down to the blocker floor. Rotating there, power up the back leg. And then if you feel okay here, maybe that left arm starts to reach to the ceiling. So staying whatever feels best for you in this pose for your twist. You have 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully here. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, release both hands down toward that left foot. Find that low lunge. Power up the back leg, lengthen the chest forward. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to bend into that back knee. Walk the hands toward your middle of of your mat again, toward your front of your chair. Knees are wide, and then as you exhale, fold between those legs. Inhale, press into those hands, lengthen forward, shoulder blades onto the back, chin forward. And exhale, fold. Press into the legs, inhale, takes the arms forward and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, draw those legs in together. Take an inhale there. And exhale. As you inhale, go ahead and stand back up again. If your chair has moved like mine, make sure it's against something so it does not slide. And then take one step back from that chair. We're gonna do a little bit of balancing poses. The chair is gonna be there to assist us if we need it. Exhale fully here. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold hands to chair. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Adjust yourself so that your shoulders can stack over your wrists and that your hips can stack over your feet. From here, you're going to take your right leg extended back behind you. So finding a little standing splits. If you want to go a little deeper, elbows to the chair. Press that right heel back, lift it as high as you can, make it super straight. Draw that right hip toward the floor. Lift up through the low belly. Maybe come onto the ball of the left foot. Good, take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left heel down. As you exhale, start to roll that right hip up to the ceiling and take your right hand to the chair. Maybe then take your right hand to your hip, half moon pose. Good, maybe right hand starts to reach to the ceiling. Maybe right hand reaches overhead, grabs onto the back of the chair, and you find a little side stretch. Good, breathe. Can you lift that back leg a little higher? Awesome, take one more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly rotate that right hip toward the floor. Bring your hands to the chair. Nice long standing splits. Take an inhale there. And then as you exhale, release that foot to the floor. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, ground down into that right foot, send that left leg back behind you. Good, so find your balance, lengthen forward, lift that left leg back. All 5 toes point to the floor. If you want to go a little deeper, elbows to the floor. Draw that head down, look toward your back leg. Good, keep lifting that back heel, draw the low belly in, lift up through the kneecaps. Exhale fully here. Coming into that half moon pose. Bring your left hand, bring it to the chair. Roll the left hip up toward the ceiling, so open the hips to the left. And then start to take that left hand to your hip. Maybe left hand reaches to the ceiling. Good, keep lifting that left leg up. Maybe left arm even reaches overhead, grab the back of the chair, and find a little side stretch. Good, keep opening the chest, find strength in that standing leg. 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully here. As you inhale, start to roll that left hip down, bring your hands back to the chair. Exhale there. Good, nice long spine here. Inhale, lift through that back heel. As you exhale, left foot to floor. Inhale, long spine, press into the chair, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. As you exhale, heel toe your feet apart about the distance of your mat, heels in, toes out. And on your next exhale, squat down into a low squat. So if you get to a point where it gets to be a little sticky, You can sit on your block. You can even turn back around and sit on your chair and do Malasana on your chair. So you have options. Finding that low squat, your hands can stay on the chair, or maybe your elbows start to come into your inner thighs. Rock a little bit from side to side. Breathing here, just getting into the hips. 2 more breaths. And then from here, your hands can come to the floor or to the chair. As you inhale, straighten those legs, parallel the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Forward folding still, take an inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, take a little step back from the chair. Start to bend into those knees, come all the way down to the floor. Toes are gonna stay tucked. So hero's pose. Walk a little bit away from the chair so you have about a good arm's length from you in the chair. We're gonna go into a little bit of a shoulder stretch. So you're gonna slide forward, your hands are gonna reach to the back of the chair so that your elbows can come on the chair. If your chair is really hard and that doesn't feel good on your elbows, place your blanket across the chair. Or reach back to the back of the chair, walk your feet back, and then start to bend your elbows, grab onto the sides of the back of the chair. And then start to drop your head down, so you're gonna feel this nice stretch. Then press your palms together. Good. Maybe walk the knees back, walk the hips back so that your head now can come down between your arms. And then maybe your hands come to the back of your head. So there's lots of different options here. You're gonna feel this nice stretch through your chest. You might just stop with your hands on the chair. Not a problem. Maybe your forehead rests on the seat of the chair. And you're just pressing elbows down, pressing palms together. Maybe you're going deeper and your head drops down. It's a nice stretch all the way from your elbows into your chest, down into your side waist, into your armpits. In between your shoulder blades, pulling that part apart a little bit. 2 more breaths here. Can you draw up through the low belly any little bit? 1 more full inhale here. Exhale. If your hands are back by your neck, inhale, bring those hands forward. Exhale, grab onto the side of the back of the chair. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, walk those knees in. And then slowly sit back and sit on your heels or all the way onto the floor, your choice, whatever's gonna work for your body. And just relax those shoulders down. Enjoy that sensation. Good. 2 more breaths here. So here we're going to take a little bit of a time, and you have time for an inversion. So you have different options. One inversion, you can just continue to do downward facing dog, pressing into the chair. Maybe your inversion is you're going to hold onto the chair, lift your hips, do downward dog. So that's an option. You can do dolphin pose, same idea. So you're going to squeeze your hands around a block, lift your hips. For those people that have been working with inversions with me for a while, maybe you switch yourself around and you place either hands down and put your feet on the chair, working a little bit on handstand, L-shaped handstand. You can do the same idea, elbows to floor for your forearm balance and feet on floor. So you have different options depending on what you want to work on for your inversion. Another inversion, if you're not very excited about doing any of those, is you can go right back up to the chair, make those legs wide, and hang down. So basically, you're just trying to get your heart over your head for about 2 minutes. That's what we're gonna work. So find a position that's gonna work well for you, and take that time now. Go nice and slow. Whatever you're working on, so whether it's handstand, forearm balance, downward dog, whatever you wanna work on, dolphin pose. Nice full breaths. Good, I'm just gonna work toward dolphin here a little bit. Good, lift the hips wherever you are, press down into the floor, lift up through the hips, and relax the head. Nice full breaths here. Come down when you need to, and as you come down, come to child's pose. About 8 more breaths here. For those that might be working in handstands, once you find that L shape, maybe you lift one leg. Maybe lift the other leg. Two more breaths here. And then slowly start to make your way down. If you're not there already, find child's pose. Two more breaths in child's pose. And slowly start to roll yourself up. So we're going to do a little bit more strengthening for our arms, using the chair, doing 3 different variations of side plank. So from here, you're going to roll yourself forward, plant those hands. You might want to have a blanket or a pillow on the chair. Just make sure it doesn't slide just because we're going to be on our forearm. We're going to do a forearm plank. So just making sure that it doesn't hurt your, like a towel, a blanket, something to put on there. Make sure it doesn't slide though. And then straighten your legs. Come to that plank. And then from there, you're going to come down to your forearms. So press into those elbows. Those elbows are going to press into the front of the chair. And then you're going to roll to your left side or to your right side, whatever helps you see best. So roll to one side. Have your feet stacked in front of one in front of the other instead of on top. So have them side by side. And then start to bring your top hand to your top hip. Good. So here's your side plank. Good. And if this becomes a little too hard, you can drop your back knee and lean into it here. Good. You have 2 more breaths here. Sliding's the hard part. Good, and then bring that right elbow down. Good, walk the feet in, grab onto the back of the chair, find a little downward dog stretch. And then staying on your elbows, press into that chair, walk yourself back plank, and roll to the opposite side. So roll to the opposite side, top hand to top hip. Maybe top arm reaches, little side plank. There's a nice core, upper body stretch, upper body strengthener. Take another inhale here. Exhale. Inhale brings that opposite hand down. Walk the feet in. Grab onto the back of the chair. Find a little downward dog stretch. Inhale lifts the heart. Exhale, hands to the seat of the chair. This next one, we're going to actually lay on the chair, which is going to be nice. So I'm just going to turn my chair around. You might want to have your feet near a wall, a couch, something that your feet can kind of hook onto. And you might want to have one block to the space opposite of the wall. So I like to use a couple pillows on my hips just because my chair is hard. So you might want to do the same. And then you're going to give it a nice big one leg's length away from the wall, just so you have this. And we're basically going to lay on the chair. We're just going to take our support so we find a little bit more openness for our side plank. So then from here, you're going to take that hip that's facing the chair, go ahead and lay down onto the chair so that you're sideways from your armpit to your hip is on the chair. That bottom hand's going to either press into the block or the floor. And then your feet are going to press into the wall, especially that bottom foot is going to press into the wall. And it's just so nice because now the chair supports you. And you can even, if you have the back of the chair, you can even lean into the back of the chair, find a little bit of heart opener. Open the chest. Good, you can look up or you can look down. That bottom hand, make sure your fingers point away from the chair. Thumb's gonna point toward the direction you're looking. Good, just breathe. If it feels okay, maybe reach that top arm, lean it back, reach it back, open the chest. Can you push more into the feet? Gonna take another inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, top arm reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, look down, take that top hand to the chair, and then see if you can wiggle yourself, go a little bit lower. Can you drop your elbow to the floor or your elbow to a bolster or a block? And just find a little bit more openness in the side. Take that top arm, reach it overhead to find, just let it dangle. Find a side stretch here. Let your head relax down. Even if your bottom elbow is just kind of hovering, it might be a little balance issue, but it's a beautiful side stretch. Press into that top foot, into the wall. Breathe deep. Good, one more full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, slide that top arm toward the chair. Press into the chair, let that bottom hand press back into the floor, lift the chest. And then from here, take your top leg, roll it forward. So you're gonna kind of like roll toward your belly. And then slide that foot forward like you're gonna do a low lunge. Press your back foot into the wall. And then slowly sit yourself up. Good, from there, straighten that left leg and stand up. And you're just gonna turn your chair around. So now that you've done it on that side, if you're not looking at me, you know where you're going. And then step over toward the wall. Take that hip now that's facing the chair, go and lay down onto that bolster or the pillows. Press the feet into the wall. And then take that bottom hand toward the block or toward the floor. And then once you're there, maybe that top arm reaches up. Maybe you lean into the back of the chair to open up the chest. Power up the legs. Opening the chest. Pressing down into that bottom hand. 2 more breaths. And then taking that top hand, bring it to the chair. See if you can lengthen yourself over that chair more. Maybe your elbow comes to the floor, maybe it comes to a block or a pillow. Press into the feet into the wall. And then take that top arm back up to the ceiling and reach it overhead and then let it just dangle. Find a nice side stretch. Opening up from armpit to hip, from hip to heel. Breathing deep into that side waist. Exhale fully. Inhale brings that top hand to the chair. Exhale, looking down as you bend your top knee, step it forward, roll toward the chair. And then walk that right foot or that top foot forward. Press into the chair, roll the shoulders back. And then slowly start to stand. Good, take that chair, bring it back to the wall. And then slowly make your way down to the floor. You're gonna sit on the floor facing the chair. And you're gonna go ahead and place your feet on the chair as you lay down onto your back. Before you get there, if you need any other props before you're there, blanket, eye pillow, whatever, gather those things. But then press your feet onto the chair. Press it right into the seat of the chair. We're gonna do just a little hip lift, some more heart openers a little bit. Press into the floor with your hands. Press into the chair. Inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. Hold here as you exhale. See if you can roll your shoulder blades onto your back. Maybe interlink those fingers and press those hands to the floor. Lift the hips higher, press into those heels. Draw the toes back toward your knees. And then lengthen your tailbone toward your knees. Press the back of your head into the floor to lift your chin ever so slightly. Good, one more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the grip of the hands. Exhale, unwind the shoulders, slowly lower the hips all the way back down. Good, take those legs to the chair seat for a moment, just pause. Relax the legs. Nice full inhale here. And exhale. And then from here, taking those feet, bring them back to the edge of the chair, coming into that figure four pose again. So if you need to, you can even straighten the left leg any little bit. Hug that right knee into your chest, and then take that right ankle over the left knee. And then slowly start to slide that foot to the chair. Flex the foot, press into the chair, press the right knee away from you. See if you can just relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Just finding that stretch there. If you need a little deeper stretch, you can always hug your knees. You can wrap your hands around that left thigh and draw the knees in closer if you want to go a little deeper. But sometimes I like to just relax my arms and let the stretch be on its own. But whatever feels best to you today. Slowing your breath down. Maybe even start to close those eyes, go inward a little bit more. Exhale fully here. Inhale, takes that right leg, reach it up to the ceiling. Exhale, right foot to the floor. Or sorry, not to the floor, to the back of the chair. Or to the front of the chair, to the chair. Inhale, takes that left leg up. Exhale, hug it into your chest. And then take that left ankle over the right knee. And just check in here, try to relax the arms any little bit. And then play with pointing and flexing the foot again. Maybe even lengthen that left hip more toward the chair. And if you need to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, hugging that right knee into your chest, getting a little bit deeper. Exhale fully. As you inhale, take that left leg up to the ceiling. And exhale, foot to chair. Good, from here, lengthen those hands toward the chair. Maybe even scoot yourself a little bit closer to the chair. And then take your legs and place them on the seat of the chair. So your lower legs are on the seat of the chair. It's like you're laying in the chair. And we're gonna do a little bit of mobility for our upper back. So usually when we twist with our lower body. Now we're gonna twist with our upper body. So our lower body is gonna try to stay straight. If you have a block handy and you wanna make sure your hips stay straight, you can always take your block and squeeze it between your thighs. If you don't have your block, don't worry about it. Take your arms out nice and wide. Take an inhale there. As you exhale, take your right hand over to your left. Lift your chest to get your hand as close as you can to your left. Good, take an inhale there. Keep that right hip on the ground. Exhale. Inhale opens that right arm out to the side. As you exhale, left arm goes to the right. Lift and curl your chest over to the right to get the arms closer. Left hip drops down. Good, take an inhale, keep reaching through that left arm. Exhale, open back up. Good, take an inhale there. Exhale, right arm over to the left. Twisting, twisting, twisting through that upper back. Squeeze the low belly in. Inhale is going to open you up. Exhale, left hand comes to the right. Reach it, reach it, reach it. It may or may not touch. You're just twisting. Keep that left hip heavy. Inhale opens you up. Last time to the left. Exhale, draw right hand to the left. Twisting. Maybe draw your chin toward your chest. Inhale opens you up. Exhale brings that left hand toward the right. Maybe chin toward chest. Inhale opens you up. Exhale, relax the legs, relax the arms, release that block if you have it there. Good, take an inhale there. And exhale. So a couple options here for your Shavasana. You can keep the legs on the chair, so feet can rest against the back of the chair. You can kind of let those knees drop out just a little bit. Be mindful if you keep your legs on the chair that you're not pressing the back of your knee into the front of the chair just so that your foot doesn't fall asleep. Or if you'd rather, you can scoot yourself back from the chair, rest your legs on either side of the chair in traditional Shavasana. So go ahead and make your way to whatever position is going to feel best to you. Maybe cover your body, cover your eyes, whatever you need to do here. And then find a position for your arms that's comfortable. Maybe rock your head a little bit from side to side. Allowing yourself to find the most comfortable position here so that you can lay in stillness for the next few moments. And then wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a full inhale through the nose. Let that belly rise. And then sigh out the mouth. Again, inhale, let that belly rise. Breathing in as much air as you can. And sigh it out the mouth. One final time. Drawing as much air as you can in. Holding it in for a moment. And then sigh it out. Allowing yourself to surrender into Shavasana. I'll bring us out with 3 bows. Take rest. If you feel you need to stay here a little longer, please do. Otherwise, start to deepen your breath. Start to bring some movement into the fingers and toes, maybe even the wrists and ankles. And then start to take those arms, reaching back behind your head, reaching back, give yourself a long stretch through the side waist. And on your exhale, hug those knees into your chest. Either continue to hug the knees into your chest or maybe do a little happy baby, make the knees wide, rock a little bit from side to side to bring some circulation back into the body. When you're ready, start to roll over to one side, use your arm as a pillow. Be mindful that the chair might be closer than you think. And just pause there, check in mentally, check in physically, acknowledging the shifts from the practice. A nice little quote that I read today from one of the Buddhist monks is, breathe in, I am calm in the mind. Breathe out, I smile. Just a nice little happy thought. When you're ready, mindfully press yourself up. Come up to seated. You can either stay seated on the ground since you're there. If it's more comfortable to sit in the chair, you can sit in the chair. Once you've come to that seat, allow the eyes to close. Bring your hands to your heart center. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Connecting again with that intention that you've set. Reconnecting with that. And allowing the strength, the energy, and the breath of that practice to help you connect with that intention whenever you need it most, especially as you start to transition off your mat into your evening ahead. We'll seal everything in with one final om or sigh of the breath, your choice. Exhale fully here. Nice full inhale. Bowing your head slightly. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And then hold on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time for yourself. Namaste. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies for sunblock. We'll see you next time.